Hi guys, it's me, Joseph Anderson again, and for this video that I will be dedicating to the Dragon Ball Z vlogs, I shall be covering episode number 27 of season 2 of this great show, Dragon Ball Z. And the name of the episode is Goku's New Power. Because this is the time when Goku arrives on planet Namek to save his friend Skin and his son's little butt from the powerful Goku and the other new Force members, as well as a big debut on the planet to provide for a counterbalance against the evil forces that want to doom the universe. This is also a very good episode for me because of the fact that way back when in the 90s, in the early 2000s, Dragon Ball Z was a new type TV show, and you couldn't order it, and you couldn't just watch it whenever the hell you feel like it. This show was like a daily type event type thing after school and such. And what happened was that every time they got to this one episode, they would always cycle back to the original Reddit's fight and go through the whole episode less there. Because I guess when Funimation got the entire lineup of Dragon Ball of 3 episodes, they had to they had to translate all the episodes, change some of the animations, and possibly censor some things out of it. So they had to do that, and by the time that they get done with everything, the time wasn't good enough. It didn't match the release date of the new episodes. So I guess what we got was a big chunk of episodes, like, I don't know, like 50 or 60 episodes worth, and it would just cycle through. So by the time that this one was over with, like round number 5 or 6, that's when the next batch of episodes was completed. So this marks like the last episode of the first batch for me. Also, I think the voice actors changed their role from the Ocean dub to the Funimation dub. So that's kind of special. And I remember all this stuff. You know, my old age didn't get to me yet. So anyway, they have Goku arrived on planet Namek. And he's kind of I don't want to say graceful, but he's kind of like a calm, collected, and fresh from training, resting, and sleeping, eating, and stuff like that. So he's pretty fresh and ready for the fight. Whereas Goku is tired and worn out, even though he doesn't really show too much wear and tear on his body. Jason Burger are waiting, and the wings get down dirty pretty much, and the Captain Ginyu is over there guarding through the Dragon Balls, so he's not really a threat so far. And then Frieza is going to the Guru to see what the passcode is to activate the Dragon Balls, then get the immortality. So there's a lot going on, on there. And Goku is very calm and very collected, works off his ship. And yes, they do that thing where they do the GPS, like, you have arrived on planet Namek. It's now safe to disembark and move about the cabin and all that rot. And that's pretty funny because that GPS stuff was more of a modern thing that came out after Dragon Ball Z came out. I must say that the first GPS happened around maybe around the late 90s, early 2000s. So I'm not sure about that, but the thing in the show actually predated that. So very good job, Toriyama. God bless you for thinking about that beforehand. So anyway, Goku, like a very he's a very comic collected, and he goes over to he flies over to go on any other because he knows that the engagement need a bit of assistance. And I can't notice that when he does so, he flies with a red aura around him, indicative of the Kaioken attack. You know, the increased speed like twice or whatever the case is. And yet, before I forget, there's a brief moment in there where King Kai picks up on him with his antenna, and Piccolo said that if anyone can beat these guys, Frieza included, that it's Goku. Good. Being that Goku was like a rival and enemy to Piccolo at one point or another, it's kind of interesting that he kind of like got respect for Goku, and he did help raise his son, so that was a nice little piece of, honoring and respectability and stuff. I'm sure if Piccolo had the opportunity to do so, he would take off his turban and give it to him for respect. That was kind of nice. But anyway, he blows past the coon in a very disrespectful manner. In that when he blows past him, it's like he barely nicks the coon and it makes it go spinning around like a whirling dervish or like the Tasmanian devil, which is actually really funny. I don't know if they put that in the manga, but I'm gonna get to that eventually. I'm on the case for that. But he very finally goes to his son first because you know that his son's almost got like no power level, no chi level because he's barely twitching on the ground. So he pops the one of the sensor beams into the kid's mouth, and the kid recovers. And he said, "The big guy is horrible and all this stuff, and we've been through so much on pandemic, blah blah blah." Yeah, he's smacking quite literally in that case. But then you go to Krillin, and then he did the same thing, kind of like, oh, like Jesus Christ, and then he touches somebody and heals them by giving him a beam. And even Jesus and Barry was like, who is this guy? He touches somebody and heals them, like the Savior Christ. So anyway, then they go into he touches Krillin on the head, and then he can read all the thoughts after what happened in the past week that was traumatizing. I like the way they have like Frieza, they have the Guru, which is a big event in their lives. They had the unlocking powers. He had the Demon Force in the ending pose, which is kind of nice. I like the ending pose for them a lot more than the dance routines. Anyway, they kill him teaming up with Vegeta, even though Goku thought that Vegeta was pure bad and that he was with the demon guys the whole time, but no, he wasn't. He broke away from Frieza's boy a long time ago. Anyway, I find it really funny that among all these traumatic images that Goku finds about like all the bad guys that he fights, all the bad guys that Krillin and Gohan and Vegeta fought for this moment, that they put Bulma in it too. You know, Bulma is like a very angry person, I guess, on the level of Super Saiyan. And that's very funny. Or it could just be that her cooking is so bad it's kind of like a meal from hell. You know, it's very rage-inducing, and it'll empty out your bowels quickly. I think that's what he was trying to imply by saying that, because in the image, Bulma is holding a jar of homemade food or something, rather. So that's really funny. Speaking of which, they have a moment where they talk about where they have Bulma getting in contact with Chi-Chi and Dr. Reed's her father, meaning that he was able to master superluminal communications, which is good. You know, nobody really talks about that too much in the show, but he's there with that. And let's see, he told Chi-Chi to be quiet because she wanted to know about what happened to her baby, because she thinks that he needs her help. Meanwhile, if she did go to Namek on Capsule 2 Corp, Capsule Core 2 ship, she wouldn't stand a chance. I don't care how angry she is, she still wouldn't get a chance in hell. But she's very sexy, I'll admit. She's very good when she's angry. Boy, do I have issues. So anyway, show up Goku, and you got catching up on everything. You know, and he doesn't even know where he got that power from. I'm gonna assume that the powers that he gets that he doesn't even know about are similar to Vegeta's power of chi sensing, and that they're more or less like almost like Jesus, and that I didn't even know I had that power. I didn't know I could do that. Whatever it is. So anyway, he talks with everybody over there, and he offers Vegeta a centipede, but he throws it, and it goes through Goku's mouth into Vegeta's hand, catches it, which when Goku catches it, tries to catch it in his mouth, Goku throws it with such force that knocks out his remaining teeth, or two of his remaining teeth. So, to me that's funny, but yeah, as an adult, I got a question, how is that possible that he knocks out the tooth of Goku, but then when Vegeta catches it with his hand, it's fine? I would imagine that teeth and the same fingertips are the same. I mean, roughly the same material. So why is that when the beam gets into contact with one surface, it breaks it. But then the other surface, that's fine. Nah, maybe I'm thinking too much of that. So then Vegeta eats the beam, and it's really powerful. More power than he normally did. And from there, it's weird because his shoulder pattern on his armor, right here, on my left side, it was intact for this whole time. The other one shattered for some reason. But this one was fine. And for some reason, when he powers up again, he increases his mass. So I guess it implied that other problem shattered broke apart because it's not there anymore in other shots in the scene. Whatever. And then he starts whining about when he sees Goku's supersonic speed and he tests the inverter, which I'll get to that in a minute. He's very shocked at that Goku could do this stuff. And it's the first time that he actually mentioned that Goku might possibly be a Super Saiyan. And he goes into legend. And the legend actually is one that, from Vegeta's point of view, is very important because that was like the ultimate power ceiling so far in Dragon Ball history that no thing can get above that as far as power goes. So it was like a golden opportunity, quite literally in this case, that anyone reaches that pinnacle power where like ultra powerful, divine, and 1 to 1,000 years type of thing. And that little story actually, Toriyama kind of changed it around a little bit over the years, and that whenever we think of the legendary Super Saiyan from this story, we always think of what will become the great golden Azaro form that would eventually lead to Super Saiyan 4, which the person that was able to get it, I think it was Yamashi, something around there, and they were saying that Vegeta believed that Yamashi was the only able to attain the power level, attain that form in golden form. He didn't realize about the humanoid same form like Goku would recently on. But the only way that he was able to attain his power was in the giant form. And then he destroyed himself with the power. So he's constantly going on and on about how much he's pissed off that because he's the real lineage the ability of a Saiyan warrior, that he should be the one to receive power, or at least have knowledge about how to attain it. And meanwhile, this low-level idiot is able to receive the power. He also does something similar in the legendary Super Saiyan movie, Broly Legendary Super Saiyan, where he's just like in awe about his legendary highness, Broly, shortly before Broly ends up beating the living piss out of Vegeta and everybody else. Which, by the way, I think that Broly definitely fits the bill for the legendary Super Saiyan because he never gets tired, never loses stamina, he always increases his power level, and he's got a very unique color scheme for himself, green, and all his attacks are green too. So that it's like exclusive just for him at being legendary Saiyan of legend and all that. So I think that's more fitting of the legendary status than what Yamashi got. because your magic got your magic will become the template for what will become Super Saiyan 4 eventually, and Super Saiyan form pretty much becomes easy street when the Saiyans get going, transforming into it. So he's like, oh my god, Kegra finally did it. For Kegra finally popped into the legendary status. Even though he's not the legendary thing yet, he's just over powerful and fast. And it's okay, well, I think that Nappa or Radish actually brought up the legendary aspect first of all, but then Vegeta acquired out saying that it's that's the kid's story and stuff. Dre Bruce from Morale that hey, you know what, we're gonna become Super Saiyan, blah 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 and all of this stuff. I think that in fact I know that they were gonna wish to become a Super Saiyan from the Eternal Dragon, which to be quite honest with you, I don't even know if that's even possible for the dragon to do. But again, they would go operate in the logic of that the Eternal Dragon can do anything without limitation. Purunga might be able to do that, but our Earth Dragon is puny compared to that. But whatever. I might get into that some other time, but right now, what we're gonna do is battle. So anyway, Vegeta, like, with my seeing eyes and stuff, I can barely detect his movement. How can he increase his power so much in a couple months? Whereas I remember that when Vegeta was like that when Goku originally came back to Earth before him, he was like, how can anyone increase their power that much in 1 year? Anyway, that would be funny. So anyway, besides all the clothing and stuff, he said, no, it kind of figures that Kakarot would be the one to save us all. Kind of like getting with a little bastard saying that he just got pummeled by Goku, and then Jason Berger will probably kick their butts even more. So, you would think he'd be a little more grateful that Goku will be there to save their asses. But no. He's an ungrateful little bastard about it all. And Goku even considered it like a type of giving him a favor, paying him back a favor by giving the Sons of Being for saving Krillin and Gohan's life, whatever that's worth. So anyway, Goku like talked about Goku and saying like, who the hell do you think you are? Must getting in between our battle and stuff. I was about to kill this kid and this guy and Vegeta too. So butt out. Get the hell out of here. He actually does give Goku the finger. And this is funny because I know that in the United States and other parts of the world, doing this means, fuck off. Get out of here, go, take a long walk off to a pier and all that. But I don't know if Japan actually does that. I don't know if you say that gesture in Japan, if it will really mean the same thing as in America we do. As America we have. So anyway, they come back, and then they and say, I'm gonna kick your ass. And then he charges up his Goku power and he's about to punch Goku in the face and stuff. And then he loses balance because Goku ain't there anymore. In fact, he teleported to right in front of Jason Berger, behind them. He says, leave this planet in peace. I'll give you one chance. And he's like, okay, and then right before he leaves the fight with him again, he ends up, doing, getting a, he ends up, they end up trying to attack him, which is a bad move in this case, but, anyway, he ends up, going out of the way, right as Jason's about to kick him, and Berger's about to charge him, against punch him, but he's just so damn fast that he almost to the point of being teleporting away, so that he can find with Goku again. And he's like, who the hell is this guy? He's very fast, he could be faster than you, Berger. So then he said something about, then Goku said something about, I can beat you with no hands. Then Goku said, the crew repeats that to the boys. So I'm gonna have to use you on feet for this fun. Now, when he charges up his Goku boom attack, doom attack, what happens is, he ends up charging the attack, and he ends up, charging the attack, and it's assumed that he would be doing some kind of a punch attack after he puts his arm to the ground and charges up quite literally, and he ends up, right, charging forward to Goku, but it's weird because the attack is cancelled out by Goku's elbow to the guy's stomach, and it's assumed that he does it without using the cannon attack because he doesn't go into the red aura yet. But this always confused me as a kid. But when Goku does this attack, he does and he cancels out of it. His face goes like this, to the point that I think that I always used to think that Goku rapid fire punches him to the face and to the chin, like when Gohan did that rapid fire punch to torso. But it just so happened that with the elbow to the chest, so which Krillin actually said, they took one punch, he killed him one punch. Kind of like a certain other character called the Saitama. But we won't get into that right now. But anyway, that was like pretty cool, because then Vegeta devolves it further by saying about when Goku did that punch, did the elbow, he ended up crippling Goku, and he took, when he made contact with the big guy, he cracked his psyche, and he also made a lot of blood inside him. And it was when that expanded to his whole body. and then it shattered him. That was actually pretty cool because then they showed him in the pose without without any without any target there. So that was actually pretty cool. And then he says, sorry, but when you did the Raccoon Boom attack or the Raccoon Doom attack, it just screamed out attack. So I did. That provided a nice opening for Goku. So anyway, that was pretty cool. Also, what I noticed that this is the first time that Goku does the walk. Walk to say that, I know that these guys are big and bad, but I'm gonna fight to the best of my ability, and if I lose, I lose anyway. And he's very calm, very collected, chest up, arms back, or arms hanging backwards, and he's walking like he knows what he's doing. Even though Vegeta's like this, the clown, he's a jackass, he doesn't know what he's doing, he's an entertainer and all this stuff. He still is a Saiyan, he knows what he's doing from being battle hardened and all that. So even Vegeta got sliced for a little bit. And when Goku does the slow walk, he also does Frieza too. And I think with other characters too. And that it's just so cool. Now, when Goku elbows Goku in the gut, he is in such pain that he ends up falling over and just not lying there with his butt beneath, and he doesn't bother getting up because he can't. His Chi level is down to nothing. And it's fun that the scars that the rest of the game guys have cannot properly manage to consult the depth of Goku's power because he hides it. And he hides it, keeps the level at like 5,000 points so that Goku actually pulls them into thinking that he's a pushover. He's a polite little loser. So anyway, Vegeta actually call them fools because it's below 9,000. So anyway, that's pretty fascinating. And then the next episode, I want to say that I made the error by saying that it's the episode where it was like a watershed episode, different parts and stuff. But I think that the next one might be that. I remember when Goku actually punched Jason in the face when he wasn't looking. Yeah, I definitely remember that because I remember when Jason Burger were actually shooting Goku and going around him and stuff. That Goku got the attack so efficiently that he looked like he was just standing still. Fast as lightning or whatnot. So anyway, that was my bad, guys. I think for going for that. But yeah, that was the episode. That would be awesome. That this big tank of an enemy was taken down by one punch, one hit by Goku to his big fat gut. And it was actually pretty amazing that we saw him. Big tough trash talker, that big stupid idiot guy that sounds like what's his name, Moose from Lumpy. Yeah, he sounds like Lumpy from Happy Tree Friends. And that was the what's that? Goku was like double the size of Goku, and was able to be lit up by one punch. I like Vegeta and that, but it took him a lot of work to get him to go down. But this guy just took one hit. And it's nice to see that Goku still has a bunch of new tricks to land Goku, even though he didn't land a punch or whatever. So anyway, it's really nice to see that they killed Gohan, and I'm sure a little bit of Vegeta was very happy to see. Was very happy to see him save the day, like Superman or like Saitama or Jesus Christ, for example. And it was funny to see Bulma and everybody else, GT and Dr. Bruce again for a brief moment. And yeah, that was very nice for episode 9. The real battle for Namek will begin. Because we all know that when Goku gets involved in any fight, that usually when it gets serious and when the fireworks go off. And I should really like this fight with Kuma and with everything else. So yeah, I thank you for watching my video review of the 27th episode of season 2 of this show, Goku's New Power. And yes, Goku does mention the feeling that he trained under 100 times gravity, and Goku's explanation for that was that he was he didn't get crushed because he had thick skin. I think it might have something to do with the same morphology or physiology, because Vegeta did something similar under more like 500 times gravity or 300 times gravity. So it must be in the same blood that's observable. And yeah, Goku's New Power indeed is the name of the episode. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed this. I give this my BP 04 because it's been nice to see Goku after all this time, putting his speed and strength and strategy to good use. After so many episodes of them teasing about Goku and his strength and all that, and his whole being force members, now it's time for Goku to rock some shit. Anyway, if you like what you see here, and want to see more on my channel, you can always like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. You can also contact me for future information on my videos, but call me or text me at 631-707-3707. Or if you prefer, you can always follow me on Twitter or X if you prefer to call that at Pete Nelson Pro. My email it's jjsviewingchannel@gmail.com. So, I assume all you guys like anime, food anime, Dragon Ball Z, aliens, action type stuff, TV shows, things like that, cartoons and whatever, anime, manga, whatever, what have you. And I would like to offer prayer in the name of the Akira, the Goku, and the Holy Commandment. Amen. Peace be with you. So, peace out, my brothers and sisters. I'll see you in the next video of the girls and guys in Internet. See ya. Ciao, ciao. Sayonara. Auf Wiedersehen.